I waited for October 1st for my first Wisconsin bow season. It honestly just is the first time we finally got some north winds. We've been wet for weeks. We're really dying to dry out here a little bit. This is definitely the season where I don't know what I'm going to see, and there's some fun in that.
Welcome, and thanks for tuning in to the White Knuckle Web Show. This week we followed Dave Prochnow and Jason Syens as they try and fill their Wisconsin bow tags.
Just caught a glimpse of a really solid 10. Not super wide, but high, good mass. He's working in behind me there. I don't know where he's going, but he might work his way down to this plot eventually. But this 10 is definitely a deer I'd be interested in. We probably got about a half hour left, so we'll see, but he's here. He's here. Well, tonight is definitely an observation night. Somewhere between the garage and the truck, I must have set the camera batteries down. And so, camera yes, batteries no. Rookie move. So for tonight, I've got my little Sony cam. We'll see if we can video some wildlife, but it's a good observation spot. It was a non-aggressive spot anyway. Really just out to support the youth season here in Wisconsin. Heading back into a stand. The last time I was out, I was there, and I forgot all my camera batteries. Got everything up there, got set up, realized I had left them at home. Tonight I do have them. They are with the camera already. Lesson learned. But I did have a buck that I got, and I did a little bit of Sony capture with him. He's an 8 with a little sticker, makes him a 9. And boy, I really think I wouldn't mind shooting him. Of course, he came out at 15 yards and fed on some clover that we've got in front of the stand. So heading back in there tonight. I got Reed down on the rock pile plot, and I came back up here. The wind is shifting. It's kind of now northwest. It's supposed to shift all the way around to the north, and it's a little warm yet, but we'll see what happens. But excited to get back in the tree.
Well, it's October the 13th, and certainly one could argue that we're in the midst of the October lull. I would say, at best case scenario, we're on the outside looking in at things starting to get hot. Well, that's what an October cold front will do. That buck came in. They were going to walk right in front of me, which would have been fine. I'd have been able to kill him. But that buck came in chasing him, if you could hear the grunting or not. But it was exciting to see that this early. Definitely fun to see that this early. Situation right there that I could have asked for, other than I wasn't paying attention. I guess to say she saw me is a bit of an overstatement. She saw something which put her she calmed down a little bit, but she couldn't make her way across that plot any faster than she did. Now that she's at the end, she's still wired.
This was Jason's second time in having an encounter with this very buck. He had filmed it earlier in the year while he and his wife were out. He definitely needs another year, so it'll be interesting to see what he blows into this coming fall.
That time of year where anything can happen at any given time, so it's supposed to rain pretty well straight through the whole week, maybe with the exception of Thursday or Friday. So I'm sitting again on the edge of these, on the edge of my timber. Corn this way, beans that way. A lot of big deer have fallen the last 2 days. Lucky the deer that I shot last year and didn't find got killed by one of the neighbors yesterday morning, and then a deer that I had, I don't know, a couple hundred pictures of from this summer got killed last night.
November the 3rd has dawned. Well, like most of the rut here in Wisconsin, like a warm bath. It is started out foggy and warm, and I think it's just going to stay warm. But we snuck up on the downwind side of this woods. I don't know if it's my ideal rut spot, but I thought we'll start here in the morning. We'll see if anything's cruising around, and maybe midday. I've got a spot kind of in mind more toward the middle, where I think they're going to cross this hill. So we might sneak in there, put a set for the afternoon. Well, we're pushing 10 o'clock. We have seen one fawn for deer, many squirrels. We had a slow morning for the 3rd. It's a beautiful day to sit in the woods. I don't know if it's a good rut day or not, but it's a gorgeous day to be sitting out here. Kind of been a crazy start to the morning from the time we've gotten up here. There's been bucks with does left of us, right of us. All around, we're just finally getting settled, and it's already pretty light, but I had chalked this one up to Jay's. He put this stand, we'll just call it the L. It's an inside corner, which those inside corners are always good for deer traveling all day long, cutting the corner of the field. And it's been busy so far, which I guess you'd expect first thing. We'll see. We just need a good one to travel the path. He's pretty. He's about 12 wide. We're surely walking the trail, though. just what you'd want him to do. He's a pretty deer. Nice tines, just, I think for where we're at and what's possible though, there's probably something just a tad bit more mature than him, but he's gonna be a pretty deer if he gets some time to blossom. But that's exactly what you want him to do. I mean, he went to the scrape, came by, all within 20 yards. We're gonna bank on patience paying off.
David nor Jason would fill their tags in the early part of the Wisconsin postseason. After the Army of Orange laid their guns down, Jason devised a plan to try and harvest a doe. With as cool as it's been, they're going to be hitting the grain. Although today just happens to be quite a bit warmer than it was yesterday. I think yesterday was a high of maybe 5. And today it's like 35 or whatever, somewhere in that area. So, like I said, hopefully they come out tonight and I can fill my one of my Wisconsin tags. I'm not going to be fussy tonight. Well, 2016 is just about over and I'm going to put some meat in the freezer. I accomplished exactly what I came out here to do. That's shoot a deer. I really didn't want to take a buck because I don't think that there's anything out here that I want to shoot anymore. Everything that was on my hit list either got shot during the rifle season or is gone. Just put kind of a bad shot on her, hit her high, just like I did Elvis last year. Hit her high and dropped her right there. I'm assuming I spined her, but whatever the case, it's meat in the freezer. It's still exhilarating to shoot a deer. Nothing's more fun than having a plan come together, especially when it's hunting. So I certainly planned all of this all year. I was starting to doubt myself or wonder if the plan would ever come together, whether it was sitting down on the food plot of Tecumseh Ladino clover or up here in the beans. It turned out to be the beans. So nevertheless, job done, and I'm super pumped to have gotten to fill my Wisconsin tag.